Paul and I were introduced to Bresee by a friend of mine who I've done some activist work with. And I asked her, because she knows every nonprofit in Los Angeles, where she felt like our resources and our community's resources would be best spent. And her response was one word, and it was unwavering, and it was Bresee.
I think what was so impressive about visiting this organization was the passion that I felt in the staff. Everyone here felt so invested in the community that they're creating. The minute we left here, like, what can we do to get involved in this place? Gene and I have been involved in the Upright Citizens Brigade Theater, which is an improv theater here in Los Angeles and in New York. And I was like, this would be so amazing to kind of connect the theater that we have, gotten so much out of and bring it here.
This sense of having a community space, I think that's something we've really lost in this country, the idea of other spaces that are not your school, that are not your home environment, that are not for adults, your professional environment, but are another space in which people can be in physical contact and be with community is so valuable. And I think the thing that Bresee does so well is they see the whole child, the whole young adult.
I decided to come to Bresee because I was passing through a lot of bad things in my high school, and I talked to people that were in a class with me, and they recommend me Bresee. I remember that I didn't care about school in that time because I didn't understand things, but when I come to Bresee, they support me and they help me to get good grades and to keep going. I remember my second year in Bresee, they have this program called improv, and when I saw the kids doing improv, I was really interested, and I asked the coordinator what was improv, and I started doing improv, and I really like it. I was really into it, and it helps me learning English.
Hello everybody, how you doing? So we are the Oscar winners. I want you to get started as a suggestion.
You talk about community, and I think one of the things that Bresee does is it brings together community, and we're talking about the UCB Theater, which is maybe 2 miles away from here, but it almost seems like a world apart. And I love the idea of bridging that gap, and introducing kids to something that they would never really even see or experience before.
It's so nice to meet you. I'm June.
Hey, I'm Paul. Nice to meet you. How are you?
I moved to LA like 4 years ago, and I started the program Bresee. They really helped me. I remember I didn't know English at all, and I was struggling, but improv really helped me.
When I learned improv, the whole sort of philosophy is about getting out of your head, right?
Yeah,
so
not thinking about it.
Yeah, I can imagine that when you're learning a language, your English is amazing, but that really helps.
I think we live in our own bubbles sometimes, and we can get very lost behind our cell phone screens or in our own apartments and houses, and we forget about community. And I think Bresee brings people together. It's about growing and releasing these amazing kids into the world to be even more amazing.